Welcome to our channel. In this video I am going to tell you about the Roosevelt dime, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. There's a coin so small, so ordinary, so completely overlooked, you've probably handled one just like it hundreds of times without thinking twice. A dime. Just 10 cents. But not just any dime. This one comes from the year 1989. And it doesn't belong in your wallet or your pocket, because if it's the right one, it could be worth more than most people's yearly income. Now let's be clear. This isn't the kind of dime you'd get as change at the gas station. This one wasn't meant to be spent. It wasn't even made for everyday use. This coin came from a United States mint-proof set, and that makes all the difference in the world. The 1989 Roosevelt dime from a proof set is something special. These coins were struck using specially polished dies, designed for collectors, not for circulation. They were struck more than once, creating an incredibly sharp, mirror-like finish. Every line of Roosevelt's face, every detail in the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the back, all of it is perfectly defined. They shine like glass. And they were sealed at the mint, protected in hard plastic cases, never to be touched or scratched or dropped. But here's where things get really interesting. Not all proof coins are created equal. Most are beautiful, sure, but a few are flawless. And in the coin collecting world, flawless is everything. When a coin like the 1989 proof dime is graded by professionals and comes back with a top-tier grade, especially with deep cameo contrast and no imperfections under magnification, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes a treasure. Imagine finding a 1989 proof set in a drawer, something handed down from a parent or grandparent. You open it up and see that perfect little dime, still shining, still untouched. You think it's worth 10 cents. But in reality, you might be staring at the most valuable thing you've ever owned. Collectors aren't just paying for coins, they're paying for perfection, scarcity, and bragging rights. A 1989 Roosevelt dime with perfect deep cameo surfaces, no spots, no wear, no flaws, and still sealed in its original mint case has already sold for more than $2,700. But that's just the beginning, because one particular dime from the same year, from the same kind of proof set, stunned the entire coin collecting community. It had it all: flawless surfaces, razor-sharp detail, and a rare combination of perfect strike and eye appeal. When it went to auction, the bidding didn't stop. And in the end, that single dime sold for more than $79,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 10-cent coin. From the year 1989. Sealed in a proof set. $79,000. And here's the kicker, it could still be out there. Someone, somewhere, has that dime sitting in a box, probably collecting dust. Maybe it was a birthday gift, a keepsake, or just something picked up years ago and forgotten. It might even be sitting in your home right now. So what should you do? Simple. Check your coin collections. Look for proof sets from 1989. Pull out the dime and inspect it. Look for the S mint mark from San Francisco. Look for a sharp contrast between the mirrored background and the frosted design. If it's still sealed, still flawless, you could be holding a coin worth more than $79,000. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Coins like this don't scream for attention. They sit silently, waiting for someone smart enough to recognize what they really are. If this got your heart racing even a little bit, hit that like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss another rare coin alert. Because somewhere out there, someone is about to find their own life-changing dime. And it could be you. Top 2. It's the coin nobody talks about. The one that slips past almost everyone. Small. Silver. Quiet. You've had it in your hands before. A dime. 10 cents. Barely worth noticing, right? But what if I told you that a specific dime from the year 2000 could be worth more than your rent, your car, maybe even your entire savings account? What if I told you it's not just rare, it's hiding in plain sight, sealed in something thousands of people own but never truly look at? This isn't your average dime. It's not one that was dropped in a parking lot or handed to you as change. This dime came from a place most people forget even exists, a United States mint proof set, and the year? 2000. The beginning of a new millennium, and maybe the beginning of a fortune for someone smart enough to know what they're holding. Proof coins are different. They're struck multiple times with specially polished dies to give them an unreal, mirror-like finish. They aren't made for circulation. They're made to be perfect. To sit untouched. To be admired, and in rare cases, to make someone unbelievably rich. In the year 2000, a batch of Roosevelt dimes was minted in San Francisco for proof sets only. They carry the S mint mark, but what makes a few of them so outrageously valuable has nothing to do with the letter on the front. It's all about the flawless condition, the sharpness of the strike, the deep cameo contrast, where the background shines like a mirror and the design floats on top like it's been carved out of ice. Only a handful of these dimes came out absolutely perfect. No spots. No scratches. No blemishes. The kind of perfection that collectors dream about. And when one of those shows up on the market, it doesn't sell for a few bucks. It doesn't sit in someone's cart on eBay. It becomes a magnet for serious collectors who know exactly what they're looking at and are ready to pay top dollar to get it. People look at a dime and think 10 cents. But if you're holding the right 2000 Roosevelt dime from a proof set, untouched, still sealed in original mint packaging, still shimmering with perfection, you're not holding 10 cents. You're holding the kind of money most people never expect to come from something so small. It's already happened. Someone found a 2000 proof Roosevelt dime in nearly perfect condition and sent it to be graded. It came back with one of the highest possible ratings. And that little coin, that small piece of metal barely bigger than a thumbnail, sold for more than $2,700. But that's not even the biggest shock. Another 2000 proof Roosevelt dime, flawless in every way, with ultra-deep cameo contrast and zero imperfections, stunned collectors at auction. And when the final bid came in, jaws dropped. Because that tiny dime sold for more than $66,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 10-cent coin. From a proof set. From the year 2000. $66,000. And here's the crazy part. It could still be sitting in someone's house. In an unopened mint box. In a coin set given as a gift years ago. In a drawer, in a safe, in a closet, in a basement. Waiting for someone like you to realize it's not just a coin. It's not just silver. It's an opportunity. So go find your proof sets. Look for the year 2000. Find the Roosevelt dime with that shiny S mint mark. And if it looks flawless, don't ignore it. Don't assume it's worth a few cents. Get it graded. Because if it's the right one, you're not holding 10 cents. You're holding a shot at more than $66,000. If you love finding hidden treasure in the most unexpected places, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin alerts, and tap the notification bell. Because someone's going to find the next jackpot coin, and it might as well be you. Top 3. It's one of the smallest coins in your collection. It's light, it's thin, and it's usually the one people ignore. A dime. Just 10 cents. You probably have a few lying around right now. On your nightstand. In your car. Maybe at the bottom of a drawer. But what if I told you, one specific dime from the year 1983 is silently making people rich, and most have no idea it's even possible? This isn't just another dime pulled from your pocket. This is a coin that was never meant to be spent. It was never supposed to end up in circulation or passed across a store counter. This is the 1983 Roosevelt dime from an official United States mint-proof set, and it's becoming one of the most surprising treasures in the entire coin collecting world. What makes this coin so powerful isn't just the year. It's the way it was made. Proof coins are a different breed entirely. They're struck using specially prepared dies and polished blanks. They're minted in San Francisco, given that signature, S mint mark, and designed to be the absolute best of the best. The mirror-like background. The frosted design. The incredible contrast. These coins are made for collectors, not for cash registers. But in 1983, something happened. A small number of these proof dimes came out with such perfect detail, such flawless surfaces, that they began turning heads years later. Most people who received these coins in their proof sets tucked them away, untouched, for decades. They were sealed in plastic, protected, and forgotten. Until now, because coin collectors today are hunting these dimes like buried treasure. The 1983 Roosevelt dime from a proof set, in pristine, untouched, high-grade condition, is now one of the most sought-after small coins in the U.S. collecting world. Why? Because of rarity and condition. Most proof coins develop tiny imperfections over time, spotting, haze, scratches, especially if they've been stored improperly. But the rare ones? The ones that stay perfect, with deep cameo contrast and zero flaws? Those are the dimes that bring serious money. And I mean serious. Now, imagine this. You're flipping through an old proof set. Maybe it was a birthday gift. Maybe it came from a parent or grandparent. Maybe it's been sitting in a drawer since the 80s. You open the case and there it is, a 1983 dime, untouched, glowing under the light like it was minted yesterday. You think it's worth 10 cents, but what you're really looking at might be a once-in-a-lifetime payday, because a few of these coins have already shattered expectations. A 1983 Roosevelt dime from a proof set, professionally graded in near-perfect condition, sold for more than $2,700. That alone is incredible for a 10-cent coin, but that's not the peak. Because another example, absolutely flawless, graded at the highest level possible with a perfect deep cameo and eye-popping detail, shocked collectors and auction houses alike. That dime sold for more than $79,000. That's right. One dime. 10 cents. From 1983. Sealed in a proof set. Worth more than $79,000. And here's the best part. These dimes are still out there. Still sealed. Still hiding in proof sets that have been forgotten in closets, boxes, and safes across the country. Some people don't even know what they have. It could be sitting in your house right now, in a collection you haven't looked at in years. So now the question is, will you check? Find your US Mint proof sets. Look for the year 1983. Pull out the dime and inspect it closely. Look for that S Mint mark. That mirror finish. That crisp frosting on Roosevelt's profile. If it's still sealed and untouched, don't overlook it. Don't assume it's worthless. Because that little coin might be the most valuable thing you own. If this made your heart race, imagine what your next coin could be worth. Smash that like button, subscribe right now, and turn on notifications, because we're not just talking about coins. We're talking about hidden treasure. And the next person to find one could be you. Top 4. You probably think of a dime as just 10 cents, something small, light, and almost worthless. But what if I told you that there's a dime out there, from the year 1979, that could change everything you thought you knew about coins? This isn't just any dime. It's a Roosevelt dime, but not one you find in your everyday change. This dime was part of a US Mint proof set, a special collection of coins struck with incredible care, precision, and beauty. Proof coins are different. They aren't made for pockets or cash registers. They're made to be perfect, struck multiple times with polished dies to create a mirror-like finish, with the design raised in frosted detail. They shine, they gleam, and if kept untouched, they stay flawless for decades. And it's that flawlessness that makes all the difference. In 1979, the US Mint produced these proof sets in limited quantities. Most people bought them as keepsakes or gifts and then stored them away. The dimes from these sets were meant to be admired, not spent. But as time passed, some of these dimes became more than just collectibles. They became hidden treasures. Collectors today are on the hunt for the rarest, most perfect examples. Those with sharp details, deep cameo contrast, and no scratches or blemishes. Because when a 1979 Roosevelt dime from a proof set is in absolutely flawless condition, it's not just worth 10 cents anymore. People who have found these perfect dimes and had them professionally graded have seen incredible surprises. One such dime sold for more than $2,700. Just a small coin, tucked away for decades, suddenly worth thousands of dollars. But the story gets even crazier. Another dime from the same year, also from a proof set, was graded in pristine condition with perfect deep contrast. When it went up for auction, the bidding war that erupted was intense. This dime sold for over $86,000. A dime worth more than most cars, more than many people's yearly salary, all because it was a rare, flawless proof coin from 1979. And these coins aren't all accounted for. There are still proof sets unopened, hidden away in boxes, safes, and drawers across the country. Maybe you have one. Maybe you don't realize the fortune sitting in your own home. If you find your proof sets from 1979, look closely at that Roosevelt dime. See if it has the S mint mark for San Francisco. Look at the shine, the sharpness, and the mirror-like background. If it's flawless, don't dismiss it. This small coin could be worth a fortune. A dime that might be just 10 cents in your pocket could actually be your ticket to a windfall worth more than $86,000. So don't wait. Check your collections, your family heirlooms, and those forgotten boxes. You never know when you might hold a true treasure in your hands. If this story got your heart racing, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there are more hidden gems out there waiting to be discovered. And who knows? The next big fortune might just be one coin away. Top 5. Imagine holding a coin so small, so ordinary looking, that most people would just toss it into a jar or a drawer without a second thought. A dime. Just 10 cents. But what if I told you that one particular dime from the year 2014 could be hiding a fortune right under your nose? This isn't just any dime. It's a Roosevelt dime, struck in a proof set, straight from the US Mint, and it's been quietly gaining value that would make even the most seasoned collectors jealous. Proof coins are something special. They're not like the coins you find jingling in your pocket or scattered in a cash register. These coins are made with incredible precision, struck multiple times with polished dies to create a mirror-like finish and a frosted design that looks almost like a tiny work of art. The 2014 proof Roosevelt dime was minted in San Francisco, bearing the S mint mark that sets it apart from everyday coins. It was designed for collectors, sealed away in pristine condition, and never meant to be spent. But here's where it gets interesting. While thousands of these proof sets were made, only a rare few Roosevelt dimes from that year emerged with flawless surfaces and perfect strikes. These coins have deep cameo contrasts where the background shines like glass and the design leaps out with frosty detail. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for these near-perfect specimens because they know just how valuable they can become. Many people still have these proof sets sitting in their homes, forgotten and unopened. Some might have been gifts, some purchased as investments, but nearly all have been kept untouched for years. And that's why the 2014 proof Roosevelt dime has become one of the most sought-after coins in the collecting world. It's rare, it's beautiful, and it's steadily climbing in value. If you think this is just hype, think again. There have been sales where these coins have fetched prices that are almost unbelievable for a dime. One example, in near-perfect condition and professionally graded, sold for more than $2,700. That's right, a dime worth thousands. And it doesn't stop there. Another 2014 proof Roosevelt dime, in absolutely flawless condition and with the deepest cameo contrast collectors dream of, sold at auction for a staggering price well beyond what most would expect, more than $46,000. It's a shocking difference from the 10 cents you might have imagined. And it shows how powerful condition, rarity, and a little bit of luck can be in the world of coin collecting. This coin isn't just pocket change, it's a hidden treasure that could turn up in your collection, waiting to be discovered. So, what should you do? If you have a 2014 proof set, pull out that Roosevelt dime and take a close look. Is it still sealed in original packaging? Does it have the shiny S mint mark? Does it look perfect, with a mirror-like finish and frosted details? If so, it's worth more than you ever imagined. A dime from 2014, untouched and perfect from a proof set, could be your ticket to an incredible payday. Somewhere out there, these coins are waiting, hidden in homes across the country, ready to transform fortunes. If this has you thinking twice about the coins in your collection, hit that like button, subscribe for more eye-opening coin discoveries, And ring the bell so you never miss a chance to find your own treasure. Because the next great coin story could be yours.